Damn payroll gets bigger every day. Never realized I had so many men on salary.
You're the one who wanted to start his own mine.
The road to statehood is paved in copper. A year from now, this town, double in size.
Providing you don't go belly up and paying wages. How is it you expect to compete with an outfit like Halcyon?
Austin, one day the Halcyon Mining Corporation will be a forgotten page in Montana history. In fact, if we've hit the vein I think we have, won't be long before the railroad comes to us, begging on bended knee.
Well, hopefully it'll bring a better class of people. I'm sick of these damn miners.
Hard-working men need to cut loose every now and then.
Every night, you mean? They're stacking up in my jail like cordwood. And every morning you spring them so they can work your mine.
You're the law, Austin. You keep the peace, you wouldn't have to lock them up.
I intend to.
Hey, when you brush it this way, it's smooth, and when you brush it the other way, it's bumpy. It's like having two jackets.
On, Bob. Keep your hands off of that.
I'm buying that jacket. Now, that's so you don't sell it to nobody else. I'm making extra running water down the mine for Mr. Dooley and them.
Bob, get a move on now.
Yes, Mr. Dooley, I'll be back for that jacket.
You pay for what you're taking?
Yes. As far as I know, our money's as good as yours, Sheriff.
Damn immigrants. Gotta watch them all the time. Give me some of that foot powder.
Sold out.
Come on now, move down. Hey, Carl. If you're through warming that bench, I got a job for you.
Such as?
Well, Mosby will be wanting us to move the ore into the railhead next week. Use a man like you to ride shotgun for me.
Ain't interested in Mosby money.
You are one lazy son of a bitch. You know that.
I don't have to work. I get paid every time you and I sit down to a game of cards.
Don't get cocky now. Tonight, I'm going to even the score.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You be watching.
Over this way.
This wall could go at any time.
Can't be. I just barred down here.
Last I checked, Mr. Dooley, I was the one with the foreman job, not you. I say this shaft is unstable.
You could be right, Dooley.
Shut your gob and light the lamp.
I can't hardly see nothing.
The dummy shouldn't be down here.
Leave the man be, Xander.
What was that?
It's just the earth having a stretch, is all.
Mr. Griffin, the powder man, said I should bring you down some water.
Never mind. We're going topside.
Come on.
We'll never make the day's quarter now. Mosby will be as mad as a hornet.
Let me worry about Mosby.
Too many strange things been happening down here.
Like spooky strange?
Now you go on up, Bob. I forgot something.
We were lucky to get Reinhardt out in one piece, Mr. Mosby. The mine's just not safe.
Well, I'm sorry for Mr. Reinhardt's situation. I'm not about to let a minor cave-in scare me into shutting down.
We still have to check out the timbers, clear out the backfill. It would take at least a week.
A week? That's out of the question. I mean, the ore shipment needs to meet the train at the railhead on the 25th.
Well, I don't see how that's going to be possible.
Listen, I don't want excuses. I want action. Now, what's that going to take?
Even if I could keep the second drift open, I'd have to pull men off the sorting detail to repair the damage from the cave-in. It'd still set us back.
Mr. Zando, that mine stays in full operation. And my copper's going to be on that train. Understand?
It's not safe to go back down. That's all there is to it. It's a death trap, I tell you. Reinhardt, isn't that so?
Any man who risks his life down there is a fool.
Mosby don't give a damn what happens to us. I say we refuse to work until that mine is proved stable.
Is that what you told the boys about the Bell mine, Dooley?
I'll hear none of that, Griffin. We're talking about here and now.
So am I. Who's gonna put food on our table while we wait Mosby out?
Boy's right.
This job's risky, but it's better than no job at all.
You go back down, Griffin. You're not coming up again. We have to stand together, lads. Or Mosby will have us pounding rock day and night for a crust of bread.
Since when do you speak with a lot of us?
I've worked in mines from Wales to Nova Scotia. And I'm telling you, we have to stand together.
A stern speech, Mr. Dooley. You're a regular Abraham Lincoln. Listen, I know we've had a temporary setback, but we can't let that stop us. This is about more than a mine, gentlemen. This is about the future of Curtis Wells. A place where you can set down roots, raise a family. Without that mine, this town will crumble.
We're not going back down, Mr. Mosby. Not till it's safe.
You know, the good people at Halcyon would just love to see us fail. Love it. Now, why is that? Hmm? I'll tell you why. Because they know that we can slay the giant, that's why.
What's in it for us, Mr. Mosby? You want us to go back down there? Well, you're gonna have to sweeten the pot.
I already pay a decent wage.
I hear the competition got a new strike up near Bozeman Way. They're paying half again what you shell out.
Well, I will pay double current wage to any able-bodied worker that is willing to step forward to keep this mine in operation.
Count me in.
Well, Mr. Mosby, sir. You can't send just anybody down a mine shaft.
Of course. Well, we'll check for university degrees first. Come tomorrow morning, we're going to repair that damaged shaft and get back to business as usual. Mr. Zander, supervise the hiring.
Oh! Hey! Aren't you going down mines too? There's a lot of money Mosby's paying. What he needs is call. Mosby needs us.
Leave me alone on Bob.
But he said the town would crumble, eh?
That's just him talking. Can't you tell the difference?
But I think it would be good if you was to...
Work the damn mine if that's what you want to do. Stay down there. Sleep down there for all I care.
Get the hell out of my hotel and stay out!
Now, Miss Amanda, we were just having a little discussion, that's all.
Griffin, you clear out of here before I ventilate your skull.
Boy, your eyes sure light up real pretty when you're ready to kill a man. Did you know that?
That's it. That's it.
All right. Amanda, what the hell is going on in here?
You and your damn copper mine. This town was bad enough before. Now half the town's going crazy thanks to you. They're a bunch of animals.
Oh, well. Thanks to those animals, your business has never been so good.
Well, it's hardly worth it. Look at this mess. They sleep with their muddy boots on. They eat with their hands. They come and go all hours of the day and night, stinking of stale beer and sweat.
Oh, all right. Now, I'll have a word with the foreman. They'll get a good talking to.
Talking to? Clay, they're not naughty schoolboys. They're... my best china. I had this sent in from San Francisco.
All right. Tally up the damages, and I'll see you compensate. Hmm?
How's it going at the mine these days?
Since when are you up so early?
You got more people down there than you know what to do with.
It's pitiful. Got people climbing over each other like rats in a hole. Most of them don't know their ass from a pickaxe. Men, women working in such close quarters. Ain't right, I tell you.
Mosby don't give a dang so long as the copper keeps churning out.
That may well be, but it's only a matter of time till something hits the skids down there. I told him. He won't listen. Puts me in a bad position.
That's his favorite thing to do. Why don't you just get the hell out of it, walk away?
I'm in too deep, Cole. Too many people relying on me. Wish me luck. Come on.
Roads are all torn up. Tent town's a mess.
Stores can't keep up with demand for provisions and supplies.
We got us a boom town on our hands. That's what we got.
You're the mayor. Pass a law keeping the miners out of town limits.
We just shift the problem someplace else.
Suits me just fine.
Give this matter some serious consideration.
I'm feeling generous, Cole. How about one on the house?
No, thank you.
Well, allow me to accept that drink on Newt's behalf, Mr. Call's behalf. After all, I am his benefactor of sorts, his moral supervisor. Thank you.
Still down there, Mr. Mosby. They're bringing up bodies. I don't know who's still down there. There are women down there, Mr. Mosby. Why, he's just a boy. Josiah, go help, please. People down there, quickly. Go on. Walter, go to the Lonesome Dove and get Amanda to get sheets, blankets, whatever she's got. Go! Quick, come on. Austin. It's a disaster out there. 15, 20 people dead. Women and children. Go on. It's gonna be all right. Go on. Get over there and boil up some water. We need some hot water.
Ike, you seen him, Bob? You all right?
Cole, for God's sake, stop bringing them in here. I can only take so many.
You don't save them, they don't get saved.
What if I can't help?
Pick the ones that got the best chance.
Bring me some bandages. Get me a drink.
Benny! Has anyone seen Benny?
Xander! What the hell happened out there?
Just what I was afraid would happen. I told you, you greedy bastard. Now look what you've done.
Now, hold on. Those people knew the risks involved.
No! No, they did not. Those men from your town, those women went down there thinking about double wages. Just what the hell did you expect would happen?
Well, are you telling me that you had inexperienced people handling explosives, lighting fuses? Is that how this happened?
This is on your head, not mine.
This was an accident. A careless, senseless accident, and if anything, you're responsible.
What are you doing? Why are you bringing him here?
He needs a bed.
Then take him to the doctor. Oh.
You won't have to put up with him for long.
Put him in the first room.
I know it hurts, Matthew, but you have to try to cooperate.
No!
Josiah! Josiah! Hold his leg. Here.
What? What are you gonna do?
It's compound fracture. Tibia shattered. I have to amputate.
Amputate?
Let's occupy him. Let's talk to him.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures.
Well, I have something a little more optimistic.
Here. Bite down on this.
You ain't gonna cut off my leg, you damn butcher. I'll murder you.
It has to be done. It has to be done.
Every family has its share of murders, you know. Even the Peel family. Why, Jedediah Peel was a calm-looking man. He had a habit of chewing on the end of his mustache, which was a sign, of course, of aberrant behavior to come. He's out.
Thank God.
Can I have everyone's attention just for a moment? I'm very sorry about the accident, but I want you all to know that you will be compensated for your losses.
Compensated? You son of a bitch. This is all your fault. Dooley was right. It wasn't safe down there.
Does anybody know what caused it?
You did. And I wish to God you had been down in that mine.
When I was first working with dynamite, I was scared out of my mind. And I got to like the excitement, danger. I'm dying, aren't I?
No.
Then why am I here? Why ain't the doc seeing to me? Bring me a mirror.
I don't have one, Griffin.
Pretty lady like you. You should have seen it, Amanda. That fireball would have lit your face like 1,000 candles.
Hold up. Who?
He's all dead.
Humbug. Humbug.
Come on, Cole. He's gone.
Bob. You damn fool! Bob, wake up! Wake up! Come on! Wake up! Damn it, Carl! Done loco! Come on, Bob. Did you hear me?
Quit banging on my chest.
You all right?
But my chest is sore where he was hitting me.
He was dead. I know it.
I was dead?
You might want to think about leaving town for a while. Just till things cool down. People are starting to talk.
About what? About lynching me in my own town, is that it?
15 men are dead. You sent them down that mine. Who do you think they're gonna blame?
It was an accident, for God's sake. What the hell do they want from me? I'm gonna compensate the families. I told them I'd take care of them.
Well, maybe that's not enough. What if you can't buy your way out of this one?
You're really enjoying this, aren't you, Austin? Well, you keep this in mind. When our leader gets impeached, his cabinet goes down with him.
Ah, there he is, Mosby, the man of the hour.
You was wrong. How does it feel to be so wrong, Mosby?
If I was you, I'd hang myself with a sign around my neck saying, "Forgive me for the death of my brothers."
That's enough.
You think you can brush this all away?
I said that's enough!
I'm not responsible for this. You hear me? I am not responsible.
This ain't such a good idea, Mr. Mosby. This whole place could come down around our ears.
Is this where the blast occurred?
Yes, sir. I suppose.
Damn it, Ike, you need to be certain.
Yes, sir. It was right around here.
All right. Now, you just tell me everything that you remember. Every detail.
Well, we was working, chipping away at the walls, shoulder to shoulder. There's too many men in here, Mr. Mosby, way too many.
Oh.
Like I said, we was hammering away. And then, all of a sudden, boom, the whole place started coming down on us. You could feel the heat of the blast before it come rolling down the tunnel. Lamps all blew out. Timbers was on fire. All I could see was faces, hands, feet. Everyone screaming, clawing at each other to get the hell out of here.
Was there no water at all? I mean, didn't you know there was blasting going on down here?
It wasn't supposed to be. It was cleared the people out when the blasting went on.
Oh, wasn't supposed... Why were there explosives down here in the first place?
It wasn't supposed to be.
You leaving us, Mr. Dooley?
Halcyon's hiring at the Bozeman claim. There's no future here.
We know all about the Bell mine, Dooley.
I had nothing to do with the Bell explosion. I was cleared of all charges.
Then why are you in such a hurry to leave us?
I told you I got another job.
No one else would hire you, Dooley. I done you a favor bringing you here, God help me.
You can't prove nothing. I weren't even there.
Of course not. By the time that blast went off, you were long gone.
Those men were your brothers.
Are you looking for someone to blame, Mr. Zander? Why weren't you down there when it went? Why would I want to kill men when it was me warning them they could get hurt? It don't make no sense.
Lock that son of a bitch up!
Mr. Peel! I was dead! I was dead!
Amanda.
I need some whiskey.
Really? What a coincidence. So do I. Yeah, join me.
Thank you. No, it's not for me.
Oh, well, in that case, there's plenty of red-eye downstairs. You get Carson to give you a bottle with my compliments.
Clay, I really need the good stuff.
Really? What are you, entertaining some important dignitary?
A dying man, one of the miners. Man's last drink ought to be something special, huh? Hope you don't mind.
Never imagined you'd care so much about easing somebody else's pain.
Why's that?
Oh, forgive me, I meant no offense here. Take it.
Thank you. Clay, are you all right?
The angel of mercy spreads her wings again. I'm fine. I just haven't slept in 72 hours is all.
I better go.
Oh, don't forget to give me that list of damages to your plates.
Please don't put me in the ground. Shoot me into the sky inside a cannon. He's 3 loads. More than you said. But I wanted it to be bigger. Bigger than anyone has seen.
Griffin,
Please don't look at me like that. Wasn't it so glorious? Don't worry, Amanda. No one knows. No one knows. I don't want to die.
We've all had a shock on Bob. We can't just carry on as though nothing happened.
But I got to see to the undertaking. Miss Maddie's not around. I got a lot of digging to do.
Sit down. Here. Sit down. Here you go.
This used to be a newspaper office?
That's right.
Does that work?
No, not for a long time.
We ought to fix it.
I don't have any interest in it anymore. It didn't do any good.
Who's that?
Just someone who died. There's something I want to ask you about.
About the explosion? I don't know nothing about the explosion. I never touched nothing.
It's not about the explosion. What did it feel like to be dead?
Like I weren't even there. It was very quiet and cold. Like nothing. Like a whole lot of nothing.
That's all?
Did I say something wrong, Mr. Peel? Mr. Peel? I'm going, okay?
That was one hell of a day, Carl. You pulled more men out of there than anyone. How'd you like to make a little cash at Mosby's expense? There's a ton of equipment left down that mine. And I figure you and me, we tote it out, sell it to the halcyon outfit.
I ain't no thief.
It ain't thieving. It's salvage. Well, suit yourself. Wouldn't have pegged Dooley for the blow-up, would you?
You went down there. What'd you find?
Nothing much. One hell of a mess.
What made Mosby so sure it was Dooley?
Me and Xander got to talking about it. Turns out, old Dooley did something like this 10 years back. Set off 2 carts of explosives at the Bell Mine.
Funny it took Xander so long to figure it out.
So this Griffin is involved?
I'm not saying he did it. It's just that he's been talking real strange, like about how much he likes the smell of smoke and fiery flames and how much he likes explosions, and he just...
Amanda, what the hell are you trying to say?
Clay, he's probably just crazy from the pain. He didn't say he did it. It's just, I thought you should know.
Griffin, wake up. Amanda, why are you walking with Dooley?
She said she wouldn't leave me till I died.
Did you do it?
I wish.
15 people are dead.
Pity you weren't down there with us.
That explosion.
So bright. So bright.
Clay, stop it! Stop it!
Tell me! Talk to me! Did you do it?
You want somebody else to blame for this, but you won't find him. You could have waited. You could have waited and made sure it was safe. But you had to keep your precious copper coming, didn't you? You sent those men back down. An accident or no, they didn't come back up.
Xander.
Carl, looking for me?
Was wondering what you thought of Dooley. Think he did it?
Oh, Mosby had him arrested, I guess so.
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, you know he had his hand in something like this up at the Bell Mine about 10 years ago.
Yeah?
I hope they keep that mine closed forever. Mosby's got a lot of blood on his hands.
What about you? What's next for you? Looks like you're ready to pull out.
Oh, there's no future here, that's for damn sure. I hear they're looking for a foreman up at the coal mine at Deer Lodge. I thought I might give that a go.
Why don't you head up to the Halcyon outfit in Bozeman? That's where most of the others are going.
No, I could never work for that bunch.
Halcyon must be glad to have Mosby out of business. Takes care of a lot of their troubles.
It's probably true.
It's good that son of a bitch is shut down. 15 men dead. It's a high price to pay for any man's failure.
Ain't that the truth? God help us. All right, get out of here, Call. I gotta finish packing, clean up, and you and me are gonna have us a farewell drink or three.
Yeah? Yeah, we'll do that.
Who is it? What do you want?
I come to congratulate you.
Why?
Catching old Dooley for blowing up your mine. Guess he's gonna stand trial.
In due course.
I'd take a long, hard look at that before I did anything.
Halcyon.
You recognize the man on the left?
Santa.
Chances are he's still on the Halcyon payroll. He's about to pull up stakes and go.
Thank you.
For what? The hell does it matter who lit the fuse? Doesn't matter.
I'll be leaving right after the church service.
Meet with the people at Halcyon?
How dare you even think of attending that funeral? You wouldn't back off, you damn fool.
And for that, you sent women and children to their graves.
Something went wrong. It was set to blow during the shift change. No one was supposed to get hurt.
Well, I guess you made a mistake.
You can't touch me, Mosby. The Halcyon people know what went on down there. They sanctioned it.
Well, they will answer to this as well.
They'll eat you alive.
One way or another, you are not walking away from here.
Put that away. You can't stop me.
I may have set the charges, but you lit the fuse.
You shut your mouth.
Halcyon's so well connected, senators, congressmen. They'll crush you. You and your pissant little town don't mean squat to them by the time they're through with you.
The door was open. You gonna do the service?
I don't know.
You're the only one who can. Before, when we was talking about being dead, I didn't tell you the rest. After the quiet part,
You saw a light far away. And as you got closer, your hands touched something soft. You felt like something was gently pulling at your fingers like water lapping on a shore. You felt the warmth of the sun. And you saw his face. God's face.
I got a body in the hotel.
A body?
Griffin, one of the miners. They brought him in a dying man, and he died.
Well, I'll tell Unbob. Now, Mosby sure got folks stirred up. The situation's blown up in his face in more ways than one. You know, if he doesn't sell all that ore he's mined, he could lose his shirt.
Why are you telling me all this, Sheriff?
Just making conversation, that's all.
Thinking of the town? Being a good citizen, that it?
Something like that. I'd just like you to know that if there's some changes around here, I'll be around to protect your interests.
Austin Peale. Man of the people, huh?
You could look at it like that. Things could change, Amanda. Supposing they do. Where would you stand?
I never backed the weak horse, Sheriff. Goes against my instinct.
Oh, wait!
That works for you.
I got something for you. Present.
It ain't my birthday.
It's to thank you for saving my life.
I didn't save you. You woke up is all.
But you gotta take it.
No, you keep it.
All right.
Looks the same out there, Austin. Like nothing ever happened.
I suppose so.
I appreciate you sticking by me, despite what people were saying.
Well, folks know it wasn't your fault.
Seem to know what people are thinking even before they think it themselves. That's quite a talent.
It's over now. They'll forget soon enough.